I love AEW. I love AEW. The Daniel, the Daniel, now. All about the love. That's the first AEW show that I love. I love professional wrestling. I love the fact they don't sell. I love they all are brilliant in their ways. I love the fact they're as boring as watching paint dry. I love the fact that they do all the fake fighting. I love the glorified gymnastics. I love the no selling. I love the lack of characters. I love it all here on Fog Wrestling for the 11th of January 2023. And why I've kicked the fed off like that? Because I'm trying to keep this as squeaky clean as a bath with a wee rubber duck in it, son. Alright? Because there's certain people that didn't like it. Wink, wink. Let's put you to a wee limited yellow dollar sign. But we move on to our first match of the epic evening that this was on the 11th of January. We John. Not John spelt Jon. It was John. We John. John Moxley taking on Adam Epic Page. Great wee match. You know, it did not let me down. I was watching this clip and I was like, 3.5 minute clip. Why couldn't it have been 3.5 hours of this match? Because it was so good. Oh man, I definitely did not fall asleep trying to watch this clip earlier on this morning. Definitely not. As Adam Page defeats John Moxley, and you know what? I'm going to stop being nice about the product now because, well, I'm not even being nice. I'm being very, very fake and sarcastic. But there's a point in this match where Page hits like a reverse pile driver. Like, he's not hitting him that way, he's hitting him the other, like, no, the way a pile driver is normally. It hits like a reverse one, essentially. Moxley no sells it, gets up and hits him with a big boot, and they're like, oh, he was an autopilot. I will see if John Moxley's an autopilot. Can he take that plane and smash it straight into the ground? Because this was abysmal, man. Adam Page eventually wins with his big lariat clothesline. The doctors come out and check on Moxley after the match. Do not care one single bit about this feud, this match. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that John Moxley actually lost the match, but you know, if that's going to be the most shocking thing on this show, then God help us all, Big John. He's on every show, man. I'm just sick of looking at John Moxley in AEW. Can the guy take time off, honestly, permanently? No need to fear though, because Tony Schiavone is out next. He says we are welcoming one of his guests. Adam Cole, baby. It's the first time Adam Cole has appeared on TV on AEW since August, I believe he said. He comes out, he says, who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby? And he's dressed like an absolute schmuck. Like, I mean, he's like what? He's like 5'4", not a bit of meat on him. He's wearing like the world's worst skinny jeans, the world's worst shoes. His jacket's just pish. Mate, who dressed you? Nico Bellic? Come on, son. I don't know what's going on with this guy, man. Well, I don't know what to me. He's not like, I said that like he was ever good at a point. But he talks about how all the messages from the fans and all that stuff. Oh, they don't care if he wrestles again. They just want to make sure Adam Cole is safe. I was near greeting. Oh man, I was near greeting. Jeezy peeps, man. I was near greeting about it. He says he was dealing with anxiety at night. He had to get up. His heart was pounding. He was pacing. It doesn't matter, jabroni, because I don't give a rat's ass, brother. I don't care. I'm sorry, I don't. He's like, Britt Baker's are you all right? I mean, hold on, right? See, getting up because you have the shakes and the sweats, that's like symptoms of the flu. Most people, well, I say most people, more or less everyone on the planet will experience that once in their life where they get up and they're like, fuck, I don't feel good. You know? Whoop-de-doo, son. You had a few concussions because you wrestle some of the most unsafest wrestling in the world at the same time, though, of making it look so fake. You know, that's you've made your bet. This is your career. Stop greeting about it. Get it done. He says, though, he's not back for him. He's back for the AEW locker room, and he says he's got some bad news. It's bad news for them because I'm back. I'm Adam Cole, baby. My career's not over, and I'm no done yet. And he says he's going to be at the top of the mountain one day. Well, son, the mountain's a pretty small one in AEW because they're all shite. Next up with Big Bill and Lee Moriarty taking on Hook and Jungle Boy Perry. He hits the snare trap and Hook and Jungle Boy beating these two guys, man. Especially Big Bill. Look at Big Bill, man. Like 7 years ago, he was in a fatal four-way match for the WWE Championship on Raw. And look at you get now. Absolutely hee-haw for him. Like, I mean, it's just, I know he tweaked his leg. I mean, the feud with Enzo was good and everything, man. It's shite. It is shit, honestly. We have Orange Cassidy backstage with Danhausen. And they've got the Golden Globes there, ho ho. And then Trent and Cassidy are asked if they're alright. And then the Auckland respond, yeah. Did not understand this backstage segment. I mean, it doesn't help when you're watching it. It's kind of cutting all over the place, but who really cares, man? We then have Kensuke take Shita versus Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, of course, wins this match. Who really cares? Darby Allin's got an open challenge on Rampage. Who's going to step up to the task? I'm not really 100% sure. Do I really care? No, we're going to watch Rampage anyway. But see, watching AEW, like, I mean, people can say what they want about WWE. I know it's not looking good. Vince is back and, he's selling them to the Saudis, and that's probably WWE did like, if we're being perfectly honest. But AEW, man, it just sucks so bad. Like, Dominic coming out wearing the GTA Balls colours, man. That is like, I mean, WWE, like, I mean, I'm not saying that was like the greatest thing they've done in like 10 years, but it's stuff like that. Even though like it was completely unintentional, it was more just like the Judgment Day colours. It got like a cheap pop out of you. But seeing AEW, like, what makes me go, that was good. Apart from when the show goes off the air, like, I mean, that's probably about it. We then have Tony Storm and Sarah taking on Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. Again, what do I say every week? It is just another women's tag team match. It's just garbage. It's the same stuff every week, man. It is. I don't even care. I don't even. Jamie Hayter wins. What did he do? I'll move on to the next segment. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. Why should I? Honestly, absolutely disgraceful, man. I honestly could not care. Jericho and the Jericho Appreciation Society come out, start burying Action Andretti and Ricky Starks, and I don't know why this is even a feud. Like, Ricky Starks is alright in Mike, but Action Andretti, I mean, just look at the size of them, man. They're not like Adam Cole, just vanilla midgets, man. People who should be working in bloody Walmart, right? Not on a wrestling company. Larger than life wrestling. This is smaller than midgets wrestling. It's embarrassing. Jericho plugs his appearance on PWG. Didn't watch it. Don't care. And then Daniel Garcia says, I remember I was like you, Action Andretti. Now I'm the best sports entertainer in the world. Well, hold on here. Son, you're still like Action Andretti, and there's a word that comes to mind. Shite. Starks then challenges Hager to a match next week. Whoop-de-doo. But then we have match for the tag title, the trio titles. We have a ladder match between Death Triangle and the Elite. Finally, this series is wrapped up. But, Kenny Omega is called the best wrestler in the world by all you virgins that watch New Japan, right? And all that stuff. But let's be real. This absolutely see the fake. See, how can a guy be considered the best wrestler in the world if he can't even throw a half decent looking punch? See the spots where you've Pentagon on the ladder and Omega's punched him? It's so fake and it's so laughable, man. No wonder wrestling gets a bad rep. Seeing you saw Austin and The Rock fucking square, like, punching each other at Mania, man, it looked legit. Kane delivering his uppercuts, Undertaker delivering his uppercuts, even when Big Show, man, we hate Big Show on this channel, but seeing he's delivering the knockout punch, it looks fucking real. Orton, when he's doing his punt kicks, looks real. Seeing you look at these fuds, it looks fake. I mean, it's awful. It looks like they're up a ladder painting a wall in B&Q. It doesn't look like they're fucking doing this. Honestly, it's so bad, man. The Elite win. Like, they just sucked. What is there to say? Well, honestly, like, I'm sick of watching AEW, man. I am. It's so bad. And it's like with these best of 7 series, you just know it's going to go to freaks and someone's going to, well, the Elite are 3-1 down, how will they come back? They'll just win every match and tell them, for fuck's sake. The EVPs, of course, are going to book themselves to win. Look at them. Omega, man, wrestling 9-year-olds, sticking fingers up people's asses. I don't even care if this vid gets limited, man. I can't make a good vid about AEW. It sucks. It is the cancer of the fucking wrestling community, man. I hate it. It's even that bad. The AEW logo I got to stick on the thumbnail, I went on Microsoft Paint and coloured it in with a white fucking felt tip to try and get the AE bit right, because the PNG cut it away and I couldn't be arsed. That sums up how bad this company is, guys. I'm going to leave you. In terms of rating this show at 10, -1. Do not care about Adam Cole. Do not care about Adam Page. Do not care about a pish, flippy, floppy ladder match Jericho coming out. He's in a feud with Action Andretti and Ricky Starks. This company's going nowhere. I don't care if WWE's getting sold to the Saudis. This company gets sold to a fucking retard, and his name is Tony Khan. Until next time, guys, that's it for Fog Wrestling. Peace.